Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well, and today we're going to talk about Ttcf again, as there has been an actual statement out from the investor relations team, and that investor relations team responds to some of the comments that was made on a YouTube video yesterday, and the accusations against the company about tax avoidance, bribery, and just in general a lot of dodgy dealing going on. So we're going to take a look at that today and my thoughts on their statement. But if you do want to know when I'm buying and selling companies, there's a link to my Patreon in the description. I always post when I'm buying and selling companies on there, and there's also an exclusive video just gone on there which is talking about some stocks that I'm kind of looking at the moment and considering buying. So if you do want to join that, link is in the description. But as always, smash the like button, and if you're new, make sure you subscribe. So yesterday, I'm pretty sure you know what's kind of going on, but if you haven't, go check my yesterday's video out. Basically, there was a YouTube channel, the Popular Investor, that came out and put a lot of concerns out there about Ttcf, and he said that he was actually going to trim his stake, and I believe now he's actually sold all of his stake in the company. And yeah, there was a lot of big statements out there saying that the company is doing a lot of dodgy dealings at the moment. And basically my yesterday's video was to go onto that video that was put out and put my thoughts on what is currently going on and what might actually be going on in the company. Now, I'm pretty sure most of you would have seen this, but basically the investor relations team put a actual statement out yesterday. Well, they didn't put a statement out, but I think they've just got so many emails because of this video, and I bet they just kind of, the investor team was like, why do we have so many YouTubers covering this stock? It's an absolute pain. So I think they just got to a point of view where they just copied and pasted the same response to everyone. I don't blame them. I bet they've got quite a few emails, and I think they're also thinking, well, we're definitely not doing any more we're not going to do any YouTube interviews at this rate. They just cause us an absolute pain, these YouTubers. But yeah, I mean, obviously I think they got a lot of emails, and I think it, like I said yesterday, I think it's so funny that, you know, one video and everyone kind of freaks out. Like, this is the thing, like, when you're investing into a company, you've got to know your company and you've got to be confident in your company. And if one person makes one video which challenges your view or just what generally is out there, you need to have a better understanding of your company. Like, this one video shouldn't cause mass panic, and that's what seemed to happen yesterday. There was a lot of panic over just one video, and it just is funny, like, how one YouTuber can change so many people's opinions. Like, it was very similar to DraftKings. Like, the amount of times that I had people just post positive things about DraftKings, and they're like, oh, it's an amazing company, and then a short report comes out earlier this week, and then everyone's going, oh, I'm not sure on DraftKings now. It's like, hold on, one short report and you suddenly go from being ultra bullish to ultra bearish. You know, you need to have a bit more steel in you than that. And I thought that was quite funny how quick people change their opinion off one video, and it just shows you how many people actually don't know what they own. But anyway, we'll get onto the response and what Ttcf said to a lot of the emails they received. And like I said, I'm sure you've seen this. It was a very copy and paste job. I think a few people received basically the same email on this one. And yeah, we'll put it against what I kind of thought with the video yesterday. So basically, it went on to say that Chuck chose to resign and was not based on a disagreement with the company and has nothing to do with the company's financials, policies, or procedures. And then it goes on to say that Stephanie was hired and she will be taking over the CFO, which was fine because we knew that she was the CFO before Chuck. So yeah, it basically went on to say that pretty much everything we kind of thought about Chuck and what he kind of did. You know, it looks like he was brought in to kind of manage over this SPAC period. The SPAC period closed on what was the April the 15th, and because that was all done, Chuck wanted to go on his own way and then go set up his own company. Looks like that was exactly what happened here, and nothing wrong there. So that was all totally fine. Some transfers of shares was pre-planned since the SPAC closed and based on personal indebtedness and in a privately negotiated transaction per the Form 4. The time in April was such that the time of the lockup period expired post the SPAC closing. So this is once again confirming that these shares were released because it was the end of the lockup period. Now, like I said yesterday, I couldn't find the actual SEC filing, and by the time I'd pretty much spent like 3 hours doing research, it was about 2 a.m. I was like not spending any more time to go through any more filings, but it was the lockup period at that time. So everything that I thought was happening was correct on that point of view, and also that's why Sam went to go sell his shares. Now, I think it actually does say about the filing a little bit further down, so I'm just going to jump because this actually links with this one a little bit better. So basically, what I said yesterday is like the 10B 5-1, there was no file for that because it doesn't have to be public, which is what I said yesterday. But I totally forgot that this could have been the situation, which is that if this was an agreement actually before going through the SPAC period as well, there also wouldn't have to be a form as well. So once again, yeah, pretty much like I was close on this one, but I totally forgot like it might have been negotiated before the SPAC and wouldn't have to be put on. So that was fine, and that's why there's no forms. This is why I'm saying like all the forms that I can see were above board. So that was like a big one of the big things that was like put towards Ttcf from the video is like, or one of the claims is that they're not filling in the SEC forms correctly. But as far as I can see, they have filled the forms incorrectly, and that was one of the big statements that was untrue in the video. So yeah, that was, I was close with that one. I get half a point for that one. Sam gifted the shares to Ellis, who has been a long-time supporter of the business and a close friend, and also helped on the SPAC transaction. It should not be viewed negatively at all, but rather he is a very generous person and took the shares out of his own pool versus the business. And then it just goes on to say that he has left Rutten and Tucker, who was with the company he was with. This here was, once again, I got very close on this one. Sam gifted the shares to Ellis, which obviously was the big thing. You know, we know that was the amount that was given, and he's a long-time supporter of the business. Like I said yesterday, we know that Ellis has been involved with this company for a long time because he was with this company pre SPAC. So we know he's been through all the SPAC period, and we, like I said yesterday, we're just speculating all the time. We're speculating on the relationship between Ellis and Sam Galletti. Like, we didn't know what exactly was going on. We just know that this guy has been with the company for a long time and has, like we said, been through the SPAC, gone public, and I think I saw somewhere, I thought it was on this one, but I saw another response that might be slightly different. But I think it said like they had a friendship of like 20 plus years or something. But yeah, basically like what we thought with this situation is that Sam and Ellis seem to be quite close, and that he's been with the company for a long time, and he's also been with the company going through the SPAC merger. So clearly there's a relationship there, and like I said, there would be some payment owed if it was paid in shares, and also Sam Galletti might just be really appreciative of what Ellis has done to the company. You know, he probably would have helped them manage the company. He would have took them from being a private company all the way to through the SPAC, and if you look at what the SPAC's done, like the company is actually like up over 100% year to date. So when you actually look, most of us guys probably didn't get in like the early days of the SPAC when it was like 10, 11, 12, $13. A lot of us kind of got in like, you know, 15, well, certainly me, I was covering the company when it was like $15, $16. A lot, and Sam Galletti as well, you know, a lot of people that have been in this company really early on, like this company's performed quite well in a year. Like this company's up like 100% in a year. So when you're looking at that from like Sam Galletti's point of view, he'll be sitting thinking, okay, I've had a private company, and I've now managed to take it public. Everything that's gone public has gone really well. It's been well received. The company's up over 100% over year, and he thinks, you know what, I own so much of the company, and this guy has done an amazing job. You know, I'm gonna, maybe his own money, maybe I just want to reward him, but giving that to Ellis seems absolutely fine to me. So yeah, pretty much everything that I was putting out yesterday to that point of view seems to got confirmed as well. And then yeah, they went down to the actual date, the filing, and that it was pre the SPAC, and also it just went on to say about the signing. But we said this previously, you know, if Chuck was here to manage the actual SPAC transaction, and the SPAC closed on the 15th, he left, and then the filing wanted to be done on the 16th. That's absolutely, you know, the fine. I mean, it is very close timing, but the dates all kind of link up with what's going on to which is going on with the company, and maybe like in hindsight now they know if this has come out, maybe they could have said, Chuck, just stay on one more day, then we'll sign you off, and then you sign all these forms off. It doesn't look as fishy. But yeah, overall everything that was like I pretty much set out yesterday was pretty much confirmed by Ttcf, and yeah, it looks like everything's above board, and very happy with what they said. Everything that I kind of thought was going on was confirmed, and yeah, it's been a while since I've took a few guesses at a few things, and it turned out that most of them were right or very close, so pretty happy. So yeah, I think overall it's just a general getting a bit carried away with what's there, getting a bit overexcited, and like I said yesterday's video, we just need to calm down, look at what the facts are. Everything looks above board, and what's said there pretty much linked up to what I thought was going on, and yeah, just no worries at all. And like I said yesterday, I think it just got all blown out of proportion. I think Rob's probably been a bit affected by all this, and that's probably why he sold his shares now personally. And yeah, I think overall nothing, like I said yesterday, I'm not worried about this, and this has just confirmed what I was thinking, and I'm still massively bullish on this company and holding my shares. And someone actually posted a comment in yesterday's video which said, you know, as well as that is if you think worst case scenario, let's say like, you know, bribery, tax avoidance, I just don't, that's just, I don't know where that came from, why Rob made that point. Like, everything here, like the filing seem above board. I don't see why there'd be bribery. I don't see why there'd be tax avoidance here. But it was just a big, massive jump. And I think as well as like someone said yesterday, like we could take bribery and tax avoidance out here. I don't think, you know, Ttcf are doing anything like that. But let's just say like the big thing here is like, let's just say they filled the forms incorrectly. You know, what's the worst that happens to this company? Like, is this company going to stop operating? No, they'll probably get asked to fill in the form correctly, and then if they kind of goes anywhere from there, they'll say they might get, you know, a little bit of a slap on the wrist or anything like that. Like, what's going to happen to this company? You know, it's not a major incident. You know, it's compared to like if you were frauding numbers, for example. Just filling in the wrong form, you'll get asked to, you know, fill the form in. You probably get a slap on the wrist. So, you know, worst case scenario, if it was that, you know, still nothing to worry about, which someone pointed out yesterday in the video in the comments, which I thought was a really good point. So yeah, overall, great news, happy. Like I said yesterday, like I just said, you know, just calm down a little bit. I'm sure everything's fine. And yeah, you know, Sam Gillette, I trust him. Is the management team I trust, and I've done my research on him, and that's why I'm confident. I was so confident in the situation yesterday, and I think this will just all kind of calm down now in the next kind of 2 months. As soon as we get some like earnings news out, this will be all forgotten about now. So yeah, everything's good really, and yeah, pretty much we can move on now from this. So hope that was useful anyway. Smash the like button if you're new, subscribe, and I'll see you next video.